y'all, it's DMC, the King. I'ma say this once, I ain't gonna say it again. DMC in the place to be, and the place for you to be is right here with Fred White. Tales from the pen. Yeah, that's it.
Salute, people, we back. Fred White, Tales from the Pen. If you're new to the channel, go down and hit the subscribe button. Click the bell notification and make sure the bell is shaded in. This way, anytime I put up a video, you will know about it. Anytime I do it live, you can rock with me. For those who are new to the channel, my name is Fred. I'm from Queens, New York. And I went to prison as a teenager. And I did almost 16 years in the penitentiary. From Rikers Island to 9 upstate prisons. So my channel is for the kids. My channel is, yes, I tell my stories, but I do it in a non-glorification kind of way. I do it so that these kids understand that jail is not a game. Jail is nothing to put on a pedestal. Jail sucks. So in my last video, I gave you how I saved my boy from around my way. I saved a couple other dudes from around my way. We're gonna get to those in other videos. But today, we're gonna talk about how I saved this Irish kid named Patty. Shout out to Patty, he's one of my subscribers. I spoke to Patty about this, you know what I mean? He said I could do it. It is what it is. So he was new. He was a new kid. I had him maybe like about 10 years in already, and you can see he was like a younger version of me. He was like my size, looked like me, blue eyes, you know, Irish kid, freckles, like people thought he was like my little brother or something like that. So I took a liking to the kid. He used to try to play basketball with us and stuff like that. He never tried to be a tough guy. He was just a cool, young, white kid. This was his first bid, and they send him here. Okay, it was a little medium spot. They sent him here. So he was like young, naive. He didn't know nothing. He hasn't been in Rikers Island. Like he was in like a Westchester jail or something like that. He's from like over there, right? Patty, where you from? But anyway, put in the comments, Patty, where you from? But anyway, so he had never been like Rikers Island. He had never been through Cagsaggy. He had never been through Comstock. He had never been through any of these type jails. You know what I'm saying? So he was young and naive to the game, man. But I took a liking to the kid. I liked him. You know, there's just some people you like, and there's just some people you may meet, never even say nothing to, and you just don't like. That's just life. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I like this kid. Okay? So, one day, he come to me. He's still semi-new. He's like, man, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, yeah, sure. We start talking. He's like, yo, this dude, and he's telling me about this kid named, Spanish kid, JR. We'll call him JR. He tells me about this kid, JR, who after he came off the visit, he tells me JR came to him and was like telling him that he wanted his address. He's telling me that the kid JR pressed him for his address and wanted to write his sister. Now people, understand this. This is the type of people that we have in these mountains. These people will prey on the weak. These people will prey on you if they think they can do it. It's a fact. So he's telling me, now the dude, I didn't really like him anyway. He was my boy Shag's boy. You know what I'm saying? He was from the Bronx. My boy Shag's from the Bronx. My boy Shag knew him in another spot. They was in like Cayuga or something, like Mid-State, one of them spots together. So Shag knew the kid. So he's telling me this. I'm like, wait a minute. He came to you after a visit and wanted your address? He said, yeah. He said, you know, he saw my sister look at him or something. I'm like, what? My blood pressure's boiling just thinking about it. What? Nah, it ain't happening like that. It's not going down like that. I said, well, what did you tell him? He said, man, I can't give you my address. Let me talk to my sister first. Like, he was just trying, and I get it. You understand? Like, he was just trying to get out of that situation. Just coming off the visit, walking back to your house, and this dude just comes out of nowhere talking about, let me get your address. There are deviants in this world, people. There are deviants. So, I'm like, that's what you told him? He's like, yeah, I just, I'm like, I get it, because, you know what I mean? First of all, he wouldn't have did that to me, but as soon as he came up talking about, let me get your address, before he got the last part out, firing on him. Quick. ASAP. Quick. Bang, 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 whole lot. He's not like that. We may have looked the same. We may have been the same build. We may, everything, people may have confused us, but we not the same. Yeah, anyway, I fucks with you, Pat. You know you're my guy. I'm just got to tell the story like it is, my boy. Anyway. So I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. You know, at first I was like, why you ain't punch him in the face? And then I'm like, all right. He just looked at me blank. I'm like, why you ain't punch me? And I get it. That's when I started to be like, he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He was in the jail for assault or something. Like, he only had like 2 years. Like, he was just coming and going. But to me, that was some goofy shit, and I ain't like this kid anyway. So I'm like, all right, go wait over there. The kid was in the weight shack, so I'm like, yo, I told Shaq, yo, Shaq, boom, let's go. Me and my man Shaq. Now, Shaq knew him, but Shaq's my brother. Everybody knows Shaggy's my brother. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, I love Shaq. So, Shaq was one of my first boys on Rikers Island. Caxsaki, all that. So me and Shaq had 10, 11 year history already. This is my guy at this time. So I go right to the weight area. Now, I'm not like, hey, well, like he said, so Shaq said, yo, what up? I went right to him. I said, yo, what's up with dude over there? He's like, yo, I said, yo, you stepped to him that you wanted his address? Now, this dude's a little shorter than me. He looked like a fucking frog. He looked like a lighter version, like JoJo from KC and JoJo, whatever the fuck. He looked like he's an ugly motherfucker. So I'm like, yo, you told dude you wanted his address so you could write his sister? Now, understand, you see how mad I'm getting? It was like wintertime. I had that ice pick right on my waistband. I had that, it was right in my waistband. So in my mind, I'm already ready. I'm ready to just stab this guy. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Now, you know, really you're not supposed to do nothing for nobody that ain't gonna do it for themselves. But I don't know, it just was weird to me. That scenario was some weird shit. So I'm going, right, yo, you told him you want his address so you could write his sister? He's like, nah. This is what he's saying. He's like, nah, it wasn't like that. It was like, you know, I saw her looking at me. I wanted to smack him right there. I saw her looking at me, and, you know, we were looking at each other, and you know what I mean? I was just saying that, like, I was telling him that if she wanted to write me, you know what I mean? I would give him my name and numbers, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, come here. I call him over. Come over here. Come over here. Just like how I'm talking right now. Come here. Come over here. Yo, what did he tell you? What did he tell you? Because he's just standing there being quiet, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, he told me that he wanted my address. I'm like, yo, that's some real fucking goofy shit, and I should fucking smack you in your fucking face right fucking now. And I knew I could have did it, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, nah, there's not, it was just a misunderstanding of words. It wasn't like that. I saw her, I said, yo, first of all, she wasn't looking at your fucking goofy ass, you know what I'm saying? Like I went in on him a little bit. I said, yo, I'm just telling you right now, man, this is my little cousin right here, right? So don't even look at him. Like, if y'all on a visit, don't ever be disrespectful ever again. I swear to God. Like, I have my shit on my thing, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, Shaq, yo, tell your man to chill. It was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq got in the middle and all that. And Shaq is like, yo, this is my man. And he's like, yo, Shaq, tell your man to chill. When he's doing all that, I knew I had him, you heard? I knew when I came up and was like, yo, what's that goofy shit you did? And he didn't respond in any type of like, what? Like, yo, who you talking to? I knew I had him right away because I went in aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I went in aggressive. Like, yo, you did that shit? Like, and with my hand on my shit. And he's like, yo, what are you talking about? Yo, nah, I just was, when he started doing that, I knew I had him, y'all. But anyway, I ended up not stabbing him. I took, Shaq ended up staying there talking to him, and I took Daddy, I took him for a walk. I spun the yard. I said, yo, man, you know what I mean? I know this life may not be for you, then then don't come to jail. Ask him what I told him. That's what I told him. I told him that. I'm gonna have him on the show. He's a subscriber. I'm gonna have him on. I said, you then come to jail, man. And we spun the yard, and I said, yo, if that dude even looks at you, I'm talking about even just looks at you a little bit, you better punch him in the face immediately. I don't give a fuck about nothing. You're just gonna get in trouble for fighting. You're not gonna get no more at a time. If he even looks at you, you better punch him in his fucking face right away. You know what I'm saying? And Patty ended up going home, right? You know what I mean? And you never wrote me, motherfucker. We got connected through this YouTube thing. He's a subscriber, but yeah, I saved your ass, you know what I'm saying? And you went home and you forgot about Fred White. It's all right, that's what happens, that's life, but that's jail, kids. Hello. That's jail, kids. People go home and get on with their lives. It don't mean that they don't love that person or care about that person or think about that person, you know what I'm saying? It's just that life goes on and so much other shit is happening sometimes, you know what I mean? Nowadays it's a little bit easier with the JPay. I keep in contact with my boys, you know what I'm saying? With JPay, that's what I do. I got JPay right on the phone as an app. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, man. I forgive you, Patty. It's all love. You guys know the motto. Experience is the greatest teacher. But somebody else's experience can be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. On that note, people, Fred White, signing off.